welcome to 3D Leisure at Home. Me, Gail, going to be doing Fast Burn Extreme with you this morning. This is the Helix workout, and we've got loads of exercises to get through on the demo. So if you haven't done it before, it's a rest-based exercise. You take rest breaks whenever you wish to take them, but I don't tell you when to take them. So please work to your hardest, push your heart rate up. Once you feel you need a rest, stop, recover and come back in, and then just push twice as hard. So it never gets easier because you keep pushing your max. So it's only 20 minutes to push as hard as you can. Have a drink of water, have a space enough that you can work side to side, and if you do need to turn side on in your room, do that. Anything you're going to kick or anything, take out of the way, and any injuries, work around them. So hopefully you can enjoy it, you're going to do your best, and at the end you'll feel good. So we work top to toe, and I'll demo every exercise. I'll give you options to make it easier or harder, but important to warm up first. So we're going to do that right now, and the Helix one has got quite a lot of exercises here. So as I said, just warm up properly, and if anything feels too difficult or you're not managing, just stop a little bit more or take an easier option for that exercise. So feet slightly wider than hip width apart, drop the bottom down and push the hips out. So get the little glute squeeze as you come up, and then we can speed that up if you wish. So you want to get the legs fired up, you want upper body warmed up. And I don't even know if I introduced myself there. So I'm Gail and I work for 3D Leisure at Home. And kick back. So dig your elbows right back, get the arms moving, get the heels kicking up as high as possible. And then we're going to do little twists. So twisting, coming up onto the toe, side to side, getting this waist warmed up. And then just tap out and push back. So keep the elbows up and just tap. So we'll go a little bit quicker here. Tapping, side to side. Then we're going to go little knee lifts to the front. So you can hop if you wish, and then we're going to do little kicks. So opposite kicks coming up. So if you haven't warmed up properly, take your kick slower, and if you want to kick higher, do that. Going to jogging on the spot, and push up, draw the belly button in, just warming up every part of this body. And then scissor the arms up to the front, and then kick up towards your bottom. Keep your chest nice and high, tummy in, and then we're going to take it a little twist down, a reach, and a little circle movements of the arms. Touch only as low as you can go. And any injuries, guys, please listen to your body, and if you need to take it a little bit slower, just work around any problems you might have. We're going to run through a few of the exercises. So butt kicks. So back kicks, you can have your hands on your waist, or you can have your hands behind, and you're just kicking up to the back, or kicking up so that the hands are on the lower back and you touch the hands with the heels. Faster, keep your body nice and tall, and if you don't want to jump, then you can just kick up and work a little bit slower. So grab and go, you do need a little bit of space because we're walking side from a plank position for 2, and then we have 8 hill climbers. So far, I'll go side on, and when you move to the side, you move the same arm and leg. So So you're coming down into your plank position, tummy up, and then you walk side to side, so you need a bit of space. So one leg and arm, one leg and arm, and then you draw the legs under for 8. So whether that be fast or slow, but don't have your bottom up. So you do your 8 hill climbers, and then you walk back, one leg moving side to side, and then your other 8 hill climbers. So again, you might have space to come across, but if you don't, and you can only have space to do one, then just do one to the side and 8 hill climbers. Work with what you have. Double knees. So again, double knees is just that. So use elbows, 1, 2, 1, 2. And obviously the higher the knee, the harder that'll be. And the faster you go, the more that'll take your heart rate up. Then we have lateral pulse, so we're moving to the side for 2, and then we have 8 pulses. So staying low, so we walk 2 to the side, and we have 8 pulses with the bottom nice and low, roughly to about knee high. Easier, higher, keep the belly button drawn in, and pulse for 8, and then you move back for your 2 and pulse for 8. We now have alternate press up. So if you can do a press up from your toes is harder, from your knees is easier. Come down. If you are doing your press ups, you want one with a close press. So if you're doing from the knees, slide forward with the hips, do one press, breathe in down, breathe out on the push up. Take the hands wider, breathe in down and push up. And if you're doing that on toes, keep your bottom down in your plank position. And then we have 10, 10. So we have 10 sprints. In your sprints, again, tummy in tight, guys. 10 sprints, nice and light on the feet, using the elbows, counting for 10, dropping down. And again, you do 10 hill climbers, drawing the tummy up tight, bottom down. And if you're slowing that down, if you can't get the knee under, then you can just do a little tap to make that easier. And then we have jump downs. So your jump downs is side to side. So I'll walk it first and then we'll jump it. I always say rainbow arms. So you come down, try and touch to the side as low as you can, and back and touch. So you want to do this with a little jump, unless you're taking out the jump and you do as I just showed you there. So you just walk. And then the last one I'm going to demo just now, so we can get started, and then I'll demo the rest when we're in it, is mountain climbers. So we are drawing the knees diagonally. So instead of drawing the knees under like we just done, you drop down and the knees come across the body. So slow, drawing the knees under, harder, speeding that up, but as knee come in to opposite elbow. Okay, so we're going to do a mini stretch. Make sure you draw your tummy up, 1 foot forward, heel down, and you can keep your foot flat here, or you can lift your foot, hands on your bent leg above the knee, and just draw, scoop your bottom back and up, draw the chest down towards the knee, changing sides, stretching out the hamstrings here. So hopefully you got loads of energy this morning. Gonna give you your all, push hard and rest when you need it. Draw that heel to bottom, push the hips out to the front, lift the chest nice and tall. 2 hands, a bigger stretch. If you lose your balance, you can hold on to the wall, anything, hold on to your own ear and change. Push out and breathe. Get a good stretch into this quad, Then we're going to do wide legs. Draw the belly button in, drop your chest down, drop your hands down, and allow the inner leg muscles, the abductors, adductors. Don't know my abductors from my adductors. My brain is not functioning this morning. Your inner thigh muscles, nice and low. Bring it back. Heels, toes, heels, toes. Once you get back to the toes, draw the belly button up, arch this back, roll up nice and slow. Take the hands up, feet split. Out breath, drop down, in breath up, out breath, drop down, and then we're going to just reach across, and then again reach the other side, get a nice little stretch in, and we are ready to go. So have your drink of water, have your mat, space, and stop and have a drink whenever you feel like one. So I have my heating on this morning, so it is warm here. Okay guys, Helix was the name of this one again, and once we start with this music, once this music kicks on, I want you to give it your max. Every exercise you give everything you have to push as hard and for as long as you can manage. So we start with the butt kicks. Hands can be on your waist or behind your lower back. And you can sort of bounce with this one or just pick up. Okay? Here we go guys. Nice tall chest. Right. Grab and go. Drop down. Remember you're walking to the side for 2. If you don't have space, 1. 8. For the climbers. Walk. 2. And rest if needed. Double knees. Your hops. High knee harder. Lower knee easier. Goes the elbow. Opposite arm. 2 to the side, stay low. 8 pulses. Lower the pulses, harder. Low. And 8. Alternate press. So again, knees or toes, close hands, drop and push, wide hands, drop and push. On toes, so you drop and push, wider, same, draw the belly button in on all of those, keep your bottom down. 10 sprints, again, quiet feet for 10, we drop down, take it into 10 hill climbers. You can just do slow, draw belly button up and speed it up if you wish. Back to 10 sprints, drop down, rainbows, lateral jump. If you're taking out the jump, walk. Try and get right down to the floor, both sides. So you're coming as low as you can. If you can't touch the floor, just reach to where you can. Go with your jump, if you can. Diagonal legs. So either slow, or you go for the fast. You always want to go your max. So draw knees, diagonal. Back to the start. Chest high. Hands can be behind. You can kick to touch the heel onto the palms of the hands, or you can just jog. Walk it, guys. If you do your crab, you walk for 2, 1, 2. 8 tail climbers. Walk 2. 8 tail climbers. Keep that going. You might have to turn side on. Knees, lifts. Woo! Hope you're warming up now. You can go faster. Keep that good posture. Tummy in. Nice tall spine. Higher knees, harder. So, 2 to the side, low. So if you're up higher on your move and not squatting as low, this is your easier option. If you're down low and you step wider and you pulse lower, that will be harder, guys. So you stay down in your lateral move, you pulse for 8. Alternate press. So again, your knees or toes. So you drop and push and wide. One of each. So breathe in and you're down. Breathe out as you push up. Keep your head in line with the spine. Keep your tummy up. 10 sprints. You do your 10 sprints. Fast as you can. You drop it down. You do your 10 hill climbers. Bottom down. Drive those legs under the chest. So you know what you're doing now. You can speed all of this up. Jump down. Sides. Rainbows. If you're taking out your jump, still walk nice and wide. Preferably with your jump if you can. Wider you jump, harder it will be. The more space you go from side to side, harder. Mountain climbers, draw those knees, opposite knee to elbow. Speed it up to make it harder. Slow it down, easier. Twist. From the top, guys. Keep it tall. Get back as high as you can. Woo! Go team. Walk it. Keep it going. You need to rest. Stop, have a rest. Come back in. Knees. Come on, get those knees up. Higher than me. Lower knees. Easier. If you're taking out the jumps altogether, you might have to do a slower high knee. Side, twos, pulsate, and move it. Keep it nice and low if you can. Okay, alternate press. Low as the chest can go.
10 sprints.
Give me your sprints. When you drop down, keep your bottom down. Drive those legs and the chest. Speed this up.
Jump downs.
Side, your rainbow arms. So you're jumping. If you can't reach, just go to where you can. This is your workout. You want to do your best. Push extra hard. If you are jumping wide, really reaching up high, creating space between the feet and the floor. Keep it going, guys.
Mountain climbers.
Diagonal legs, opposite knee to elbow. So either slow or, if you can, nice and brisk. Draw the belly button up, keep squeezing the abs. If you need to drink, have one. Anytime.
High runs.
Right, high runs. Run forward for 4. Touch the floor, either one hand or 2. Run back for 4. 4 knees. Run forward for 4. Maybe touch down opposite hand. 4 high knees. So you can speed this up.
Bent knee V sit.
Okay, we have prayer hands. First time we're on the mat. Legs up and we reach. Now if you really can't manage this at all, get the legs down and keep going with your prayer hands. Try and have the legs up if you can. So you want a squat and a kick. Squat, kick, squat, kick. Kick, not as high and not as low as squat, is the easier option. Really speeding this up is your harder option. If you add in a jump, that'll be harder. Combo plyo. So we want to go with the legs. So we go 1 wide, 1 close, and 2 split jumps. So we go out, out, in, 2 jumps, legs back, out, in, 2 jumps. Out, in. Climber press. So we are, what are we? Oh yeah, 1, 2 and a press up. So we're down, so we go with the knees, 1, 2, and then either a press on knees or toes. So 1, 2, and a press.
Shuffle jack.
I haven't got space. I'm going to do 2 shuffles as if I'm scaling along a wall, and then I'm going to do 4 jacks. You can do 2 jacks or 4. Lower here is harder. Tapping is easier.
Bridge heel touch.
On the floor again. So we lift this bottom off the floor and we tap the heel or the side of the foot. Bridge heel. So we lift and tap. Speed this up. If you can't manage, then you might just need to do off the floor. But try, even if you have to do a couple and have rest, then you can do that. So we've got pulse squat. We want to pulse down for 7 and jump up for 8. So 7 pulses. After your 7, jump up. So 7 pulses, lower harder. Not as high in the jump, easier. High runs. So run up, forward for 4 guys, touch the floor. Run back for 4 high knees. Run forward for 4, touch the floor. Run back for 4. Right, let me see you speeding up on this. Come on, let's race it. Come on, push it. Square hands. Belly button is down. Woo. Reach. Chest nice and high, chin up. Feet on the floor if it's too difficult.
Squat kicks.
Okay. Squat kick. If you're speeding up here, come on. Go, go, go. Slower, not as slow, easier. Really go for it. Start to really push to your max now. You want to push, guys. Come on, you can do this better. Push harder. Come on. Okay. Combo plyo. So. Easier. Slowing it down. And tap back instead of your plyos. Try and get nice and low and high on your plyos. If not, then your lunge. Primer press. Knees, 1, 2 to the side. 1, 2, and then you press. 1, 2, then you press. If it's too difficult and you can't do it from your toes, you just have to do the knees to the side and a press with the knees on the floor. Always work your hardest. So shuffle, we'll go 2 jacks, guys. Instead of your 4 now. How low can you go? How fast on your jacks? Stay that wall. If you're not doing the jacks, do your taps.
Bridge heel touch.
Down we go. How are you doing this morning? If you're doing on catch up, come on, push it. Woo! Keep that bottom up if you can. Speed up.
Pulse squat jump.
7 pulses, 1 jump. Pulse. So you want to pulse low if you can, please. 7. On your jump, create space between the feet and the floor. So always big power up on your jump. You will get yourself psyched up and you go for it. Pulse low, big high jump. Running forward. Come on. Speed this up now. Come on, team. Get that floor on the forward. Woo. Are those arms working?
Knee V sit.
Sitting. Legs staying on the floor to make it easier. Stomach pulling down. Try and keep these legs, heels in line with the knees.
Squat kicks.
Come on, team. So you want to go fast as you can. If you go slower, this will be easier. Not as low. Easier again. Speed this up. If you jump, that will take your heart rate up harder. Go your max. Okay. Out in in, 2 jumps. Come on, team. 1, 2, and you press. Might do 1, 2, and you might need to do a knee press. You might want to stay on the knees, or you might want to stay on your toes throughout and push.
Shuffle jack.
2 shuffles, 2 jacks, or tap outs. Come on, team. Now I want to see you doing your hardest. So speed up, fast. Yep. Go, go, go.
Bridge heel touch.
Let's speed this up. Keep it going. Woo! Push, team. Try that up and down. Reach that foot.
Pulse squat jump.
7 pulses, 1 big jump. If you're not doing a jump, then you can always just come onto toes and then do your 7 pulses if you're taking out the jump. If not, we pulse 7, not as high a jump, it's easier. Big jump, hardest. Are you pushing? Well done. That ended so quick.
The Fat Burn Extreme Helix workout is
So
now
hopefully
over. Let the
you took your heart rate up. And if you felt you've still got a lot left in that tank, then the next time you come on, push harder. When you've done it for the first time, it's always hard to gauge how high you can jump, how fast you can go, but we always want to burn out and stop and do that throughout. Push your bottom back. I'm going to come a little bit lower now. So that was a helix. Woo. And we felt the heels when we were trying to touch them with those heel touches. Breathe. Slowly breathing right down, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's get wide. Let's wiggle those toes out. Let's reach forward with the fingertips and push your chest down. And breathe. And then I'm bringing my arms back, allowing my head to drop. So come in as low as you wish. You can wiggle the feet out wider if you wish. Breathe. Whew, that was good. Done so good, guys. Bring your toes, then your heels, and wiggle in and out till you come back to the hip width apart. Drop down. Breathe here, allow your back to open up, hamstrings to stretch, head to drop, so the back of the neck gets a little stretch too. Hands can be flat, can be behind the legs, knuckles, or just reaching. On out breath, roll up nice and slow. Take it to a waist stretch. So you either do your reach up, or you take your wrist and you do a little pull up on in breath. On out breath, we come over, but we keep both the shoulders pulling back, so we're not dropping forward. Breathe in, drawing this elbow, wrist. Okay. Lift and stretch. Oh, feels so good to stretch out. That was awesome. Woo. We want this big quad muscle at the front of the leg to have a stretch, but don't allow your knee to ride out. If you can, give a double squeeze. Keep the posture good. So keep your hips pushing forward and keep the chest lifted and try and get the heel as close to your bottom. So you're a nice tall spine, crown of the head, lifting up to the ceiling. And then we change. You might need to hold on to the ear to balance first. Once you've got your balance, try and squeeze, lift the chest. Oh, nice, guys. How good is stretching? I love it. Okay, so we want to give the little calf a stretch, because when you do your jumps and you're powering up, you want to kind of give the little calf muscles a stretch. So come back. I'm going to take it onto toe today, so get the little squeeze onto the toe first. And then on our next out breath, we want to just push that heel down and lean forward. If you have a wall here, push against the wall. If not, push back through the heel. Breathe. Then come up. Come back up onto the toe, not high toe, just onto the toe. Tap your bottom under and then drop down to transfer that stretch to the front of the hip. Now if you want to be on the floor here, on this one, then you can have your foot higher and you can just sink down from this position. Try not to have this foot back so that that knee is forward. Try to have your foot forward, which allows you to do more of like a little splits. And from there, we're going to come over to the other side. So we're just going to do the real contraction first. So onto the toe, get the calf to activate, to squeeze. And then on the next out breath, slowly transfer that into a stretch of the calf. Lean in. Oh, nice. Push through the wall if you want, guys. Get an added stretch. Coming back up gently onto the toe. Tuck your bottom under. Drop down to a position of choice. The lower you go, the more you'll feel the stretch. And if you want to be on the floor, like we did on the other side, come down. Nice and slow, easing down to get this hip flexor to stretch. And then we want to stretch the back of the arms from your press ups. So take one hand behind your back, draw the belly button in, draw the elbow across, push back with the head so the chin is up and we get a little bit of pressure back against the arm. The hand is down your back. You want to stretch the fingers down and you want to keep your bottom tucked under, tummy in. Change it. Other arm, draw that arm. The closer the elbow comes behind your head or towards your head, the bigger the stretch you'll get down the tricep. And then from there, we're just going to take it forward. Draw the fingertips back in a straight arm. And then we're going to have this thumb that's out the way. We're going to turn it, fingers pointing to the floor, hands over the knuckles and draw back to open up your wrist. You do press ups, your wrists are pushing back. So it's nice to open up the top. So we'll go out the way first, draw back, and then thumb in the way and opening up the top of the wrist, stretch into these little carpals. I'm going to do a little glute stretch, so this will take a little bit of balance, your ankles. So we want to just draw up the knee towards your chest, getting your little glute muscles to have a little stretch here. If you're jumping around, you might need to hold on to a wall with one arm and just pull in with the other. Drawing up, take breath in, and then on your out breath, have that flat back, have the tummy drawn in, lift the shoulders and chest and get the knee back as close to your body as you can. Breathe. get the glutes. Nice stretch after all these squat jumps. And then give it a little twist, the twisting round and onto the toe. Allow the arms to swing, maybe tap off your waist as you come round. And slow that down, naturally slow down. And well done team, hope you enjoyed that. I will be back tomorrow at 12 for Fitness Pilates. Any comments, put them up and I shall get back to you after the class. So go on, have a fab day, have a drink of water now, make sure to get some drink back in, and well done, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, bye.